Maddie Bolin, and welcome back to another season of PHS Now. This season we have some new segments and some new faces to the program, so let's get into it. We kick this episode off with Mr. Messick talking to Nolan Campbell about his position on the school board representing us students.
Hello, my name is Rob Messick, and this is our first episode this year of Piqua High School Now. As always, I'd like to highlight some of our students and things that they're going on. And so today I brought in a Piqua senior. I'll let him introduce himself.
Hi, I am Nolan Campbell, and I'm a senior this year.
All right, so Nolan, I want you to tell me a little bit about yourself and everything that you know that you've been involved with in Piqua High School. So why don't you tell us a little about some of the classes you're taking, some of the clubs that you're in, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, so this is my fourth year in the Piqua School District. I started here in 2018. Mm-hmm. I run cross country and track on the varsity team. I was inducted into National Honor Society for my junior year, and I'm a member of Link Leaders as well.
All right, excellent. And so I know that I hear about you all the time in sports and how well you're doing cross country and also in track. But talk to me a little bit about National Honor Society. That's a heck of an accolade for you.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of expectations, but I mean, we have great advisors that have helped us get to the point where we are and helping us maintain all the accreditation that we need and staying up on community service. And It's just been great to be so involved in the community through that program.
It is, and the thing is the community service is a year round. I mean, you guys were doing stuff during the summer too, weren't you?
Right. We have 15 service hours every semester and 5 for the summer, so it never stops.
Right. That's good. And I know that you guys helped out a lot, in the building and stuff with the new construction part. But there was just, like I said, there's always opportunities. Mrs. Downs is always coming to me saying, "Hey, what about this? What about that?" And so she's pretty energetic about those things. And we're very blessed to have her, but we're also blessed to have so many great students in National Honor Society. So you did leave something out though, all right? You left something out that I wanted to really talk to you about today. You just have been appointed or accepted as a pretty special position in the Piqua City Schools. So why don't you let us know a little bit about that?
Yeah, so at the end of last year, I was accepted as the Piqua City School Board student representative. Mm-hmm. So I go to all the school board meetings and I'm the voice for the students. Excellent.
So this is new this year for Piqua City Schools. Mr. Thompson really wants to have a student voice. So can you talk to me a little bit how that came about, like how, the application process, all that stuff?
Yeah, so at the end of last year, an application went out to all the juniors, all the would-be juniors and would-be seniors through Google Classroom, and you had to submit an essay about kind of what your vision was for that position and how you would represent the students, and as well as an action item that you wanted the school board to pass. And so I submitted all my applications and turned it in and didn't really think much of it. And then a few weeks later, I got a call from Mr. Thompson asking if I would accept the position. And so I did, and so now I go to every school board meeting, I have a seat at the table with the big dogs, and kind of representing the students and talking with other employees and administrators that don't sit on the board about how we can continue my role to represent the students and pass legislation that's positive for the students and getting their opinion on it.
That's great. And so you had mentioned that you said that you had to put down like a goal. So what was your goal?
Yeah, so one of the biggest things after the pandemic was kind of the lack of mental health resources within the school and the lack of ability and access to them. So my action item, so-called, was for students to have access to that and understand the resources that are available and really knowing what they need to do to get help if they need it.
Great. And so are you, have you been working with, I guess, how's that coming about? How are you doing with that?
Yeah, so this summer was my first meeting without the school board, and I met with Ms. Gerhardt from the board. She's the student services director. And she shared some amazing news of the progress they were already making by adding additional school counselors for students to see that didn't have to be in special programs. And I think that was a great first step to kind of the vision that I had even before I knew that the school was doing anything. And so now it's just regular meetings with different administrators to kind of progress the idea of having that sort of resource available.
Yeah, and actually, I think due to some of the work that you've been doing and with Mrs. Gerhardt, I know that I'm attending a training here, I think next Thursday. We are really, once again, with the idea of trying to get more student voice in some of the decisions that are being made in the district. We're looking at doing a social emotional learning like survey to find out from the kids what are some things that we need to direct our attention towards. Because a lot of times we look at this stuff from an adult perspective. You know, this is what we think that kids need, and sometimes we miss the mark. We need to make sure that we get that information from the students. So, how many school board meetings have you attended now?
I think we're up to 4 or 5 now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I don't think that you're a voting participant, right?
No, so I only sit at the table to provide a student perspective and kind of updates on student life at the school.
Okay. And so, you know, technically now I guess you're my boss, right?
Not quite.
Not quite. Is that not how
No.
that works? So, but Nolan, I think this is a great opportunity. You represent the student body very well.
Thank you.
I know that you see way beyond just your own cross-country friends and so on and so forth, and your own National Honor Society friends. I truly believe that this is your calling, and you know, I really, really appreciate the work that you're doing.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
Next, we have Landon here talking with some of our Pride of Piqua band members about their current season and what they are hopeful for their future.
Hello PHS, here with Levi Smith. And Levi, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a senior in the marching band. I've been doing it for 5 years. I play trombone. I'm in a lot of music stuff at the school.
That's great. There's a lot of things to be involved with here in the music department. So, Levi, how would you say this season has been going so far for the Pride of Piqua?
I think the season's been going really well. We've done a lot of good things for ourselves.
Now, what would you say long-term accomplishment-wise is something Pride of Piqua has on their list that they want to check off?
I think going forward from this season, our goal is to set up for next season and the seasons to come. We have a lot of opportunity to become arguably one of the best bands in the state, I think. That's a personal opinion. But setting up for next season, getting more people involved and getting back together after everything that's happened.
And you talk about young members. We do have a lot of, younger underclassmen in our Pride of Piqua marching band. Would you say that you feel like Piqua is in good hands, to keep the tradition going of going to state and getting these good accolades at these competitions? Would you say Piqua would be in pretty good hands in the next few years?
I think we are in really good hands. We have some stronger, getting towards the upperclassmen people, great leaders. We have some stronger people in the younger classes that are set up for greatness as long as we just keep pushing.
Now, here's a fun question, Levi. What would you say over the tenure of your time with the Pride of Piqua Marching Band, what would you say your most memorable band moment would be?
No question, the most memorable moment for me over the past 5 years has been my rookie year, so my 8th grade year, stepping onto the field at BOA, the Colts Stadium. It's just crazy. There's so much energy in the noise. Yeah.
Big stadium. So, well, Levi, we appreciate you taking the time to answer these questions, and good luck to you and Pride of Piqua in the rest of the season. Thanks, PHS, for tuning in. Absolutely. Hello, PHS. I'm here with Lauren. She is a representative of the PHS Pride of Piqua Marching Band. And Lauren, tell us a little bit about the season and why it's been going so well for you guys so far.
We have qualified for state at every single competition, and we've almost gotten straight ones.
And that's fantastic. How would you say, is it going better than you expected, or over the summer did you think, this could be a good group of kids and a good group of workers that you think you could have gotten to this point?
Better than expected.
Gotcha. That's great. What would you say your best marching band experience has been so far through all the years you've done?
Probably my rookie year. we went to Swanton, which is really close to Michigan, and it was pouring rain, and it was a grass field, and it was just, yeah.
It was a mud pile.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It was so fun, though.
That's great. How long have you been doing marching band?
This is my 3rd year.
So you started in junior high. So it is a commitment. It's a year-long process. So we appreciate you taking the time to answer some questions, and we're on to the next. Thank you very much, Lauren. Hello, PHS. Here with Jack Chappie. And Jack, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a snare drum player for the marching band.
And that's pretty cool, Jack. And Jack, here's a little bit of a fun question. What would you say in all the years of band that you've been a part of the Pride of Piqua, what would you say is the best memory you would have?
I think it was the first football game we did, because it was the first time we actually played in front of a large crowd with lights and it's dark, and it was really cool.
Yeah, I bet that was an experience, unlike any other, your first game. So, hey, Jack, we really appreciate you taking time to answer these questions, and thank you, PHS, for tuning in. Hello, PHS, here with Bella. And Bella, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a 6-year senior, and I am a drum major for the marching band.
And Bella, go ahead and tell us a little bit how the season has been going so far for you guys.
This year especially has been a lot better than a bunch of the past years, and we've improved a lot compared to 2 years ago.
Would you say it's a little bit better than expected, or did you know that you had a special group of band members coming into the season?
I think it's a lot better than expected, considering this year we actually have 2 grades of rookies and people who haven't been in the band before.
Gotcha. And what would you say is a long-term accomplishment or goal by the end of the season for the Pride of Piqua?
By the end of the season, we definitely want to get a superior or a 1 at our state competition.
Gotcha. And you talk about underclassmen. Do you feel like Piqua will be in good hands in the next few years, carrying on the tradition of going to state and getting superior accolades at these different competitions? How do you feel about that, about these underclassmen?
Well, I absolutely trust the underclassmen, and I think we're in good hands for the future.
And Bella, here's a fun question. What would you say is your most memorable band moment so far in your 6 years?
I think it was actually our first competition this year, where we received a superior at our first competition of the season.
And that's something special. That's something to be said for. So, Bella, thank you for taking the time to answer these questions, and back to you in the studio, PHS.
Now we have Kai, Nick, and Tony talking to some of the people here at the high school about the Fall Fest that was held here this month.
Hey, I'm Kai.
And I'm Nick.
Our peers talked with some people at Fall Fest, and we captured some of the fun at the event too.
Hi, I'm William Gillespie. I'm here with Coach Neese. Coach Neese, was there anything like Fall Fest when you were in school?
We never had anything of this magnitude, but we had things like the normal pep rallies and those types of things. But I think this is a really good opportunity for our kids to get out of school, kind of shake things up, do something a little different, and get out and have some fun.
Hi, I'm here with Audrey. And Audrey, what was your favorite thing about Fall Fest today? Painting pumpkins. Why? Because it was just fun.
I'm here with Dalen, and Dalen, you helped set up Fall Fest, right? Mm-hmm. So, how long did it take to set up everything?
Roughly about 4 hours, I would say.
What was your favorite part of Fall Fest in general?
I liked hanging out with my friends afterwards, seeing how everything kind of went together.
And with setting up, how many different stations and activities were there?
I only helped with one of them mainly, and then everybody else kind of just went out one by one and helped with everything else, including all of Downs' other classes. They came out and helped as well, so I can't really tell how many there were, but it was a lot.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm here with Kendall. And Kendall, what groups are you in?
I do show choir.
How has that been this year?
It's been good. It's coming along good.
Have you guys competed in anything yet?
Not yet.
When's your first competition?
Early November.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
What all have you done at Fall Fest today?
Well, we went over to the pond for a little bit, and then I painted my face.
So you're a freshman, right?
Correct.
How has freshman year been?
It's been alright.
What's the hardest thing?
Socializing.
Same. What have you liked the most about freshman year?
Socializing.
Wait, that's what you liked the most?
Yeah.
And the hardest?
Yeah.
It's like more people to talk to, but it's hard at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we have two of our new teachers, Miss Barton and Mr. Eldridge, who me and Xander Mason interviewed.
Hey guys, I'm Mr. Eldridge. You've probably heard Mr. E a lot. I'm from Greenville, Ohio, and I'm excited to be a Piqua Indian. What made me come to Piqua? I've always respected the culture here at Piqua, and it reminds me a lot of my hometown. So I was teaching in Indiana, and you know, I'm a Buckeye at heart, so I wanted to come back to Ohio. What do I like about Piqua so far? Let's see here. The students are great, staff is friendly. I just feel like the culture here, you know, is something that not many schools have, and I'm getting a very good vibe from Piqua so far. What would I like to accomplish? Build relationships with students, make a difference at the school, and win some baseball games.
I am Mrs. Barton. I teach math at Piqua High School. I came to Piqua because they set students up for success, and I wanted to be a part of that whole adventure. I hope to accomplish and make a difference. That's the whole reason why I became a teacher. So I'm hoping to make a change and make a difference here at Piqua High School.
Thank you to all of our viewers for watching this month's episode of PHS Now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and I'll see you again next month. And don't forget, I'm Maddie.